Testing, testing. Okay, we are live again. I had to clip something there. Don't worry about it. Are you Emke? His body and life is difficult to attain, but now has been attained. Maker's thoughts are difficult to assemble, but are now assembled. If we do not use this precious case to help ourselves, until when shall we wait to save ourselves? What? Are you Emke? You're not Emke. I have patience for no one but Emke. Let's see what this big glowing door is. Are you Emke? What the? We all have the mind of our maker. Oh, looks like that's Amp way there with the sustaining himself. Robot projects images of Henry Hodgkins, the owner of the generation. You can see the outline of little numerous mechanical figures. Those of methylated spirits. Pliers at their jugular pneumatic tubes. Almost substantial tension. This was Jason. I'm just following the left wall because I'm scrub. Seems to be working. Is that him? Just a dead end. What the? Crap, it's a platform now. What a fucking weird game. Am I like screwing it up going all the way down here? Do I need to get far enough away from him to make him stop yelling. What the hell? Game? You crazy. Oh, okay, I'm back here. Oh, there's a button in the middle of the room. What should I do? Oh, there's like a face. Door.
I suppose the subject of death and dying is something that for most people try to keep away from. What does death inform us about the nature of consciousness? Yes, this is one of the questions of our time. We have to accept death even though we are scared fucking stiff.
He's using just like an Allen wrench to stick into his cheek right there.
And our culture does everything to preserve that. One might think that cultures that don't talk about dying are more greedy and self-centered. I am kept in a constant state of near death, cardiac arrest, no brain functions, the being of light that I move towards, a corridor. If I go further, I die. The verb to flash. My life flashing, light flashes, neurons convulsing. Then I'm back here with no return journey. Has this got anything to do with dying? Or is it just a construct of the brain? Well, let's look at dying. The dying process starts with premonitions. You get information that you are going to die before the diagnosis. A feeling, a dream, a change of behavior, a change in the way you breathe. There is information out there that your death is close. Well, you get your diagnosis, and then what? I want you to think about yourself. What is going to happen to you that moment, when it really hits home that you're going to die soon? You're going to be fearfully afraid, and you will not want to go. Why? Because you are so attached to your daughter, to your husband, to the career opportunities you are missing, to the world in fact. And it is this attachment which is going to mark your progress through dying itself. 2-3 weeks before your death, you may have visions of first-degree relatives who have died. They are welcoming, supportive and helpful. They might even come into the room and sit on your bed. They are comforting. It is rare to see angels. Then you go on to the next phase. This is what everyone must know and understand. You go into a different reality. You go into a different reality. If you're going to die conscious, which everyone should persuade their doctors to do, then you have a much better chance of visiting this new reality. It is much like the place of near death. Light, dead relatives, love, support, really pleasant. One of 2 studies shows that about 90% of people dying of cancer go into this area. Now you come to your first hurdle. You have seen, on the one hand, what you have been told is where you may be going. But, on the other hand, you just don't want to go. You just don't want to go. You have a choice, dear listener. Use your knowledge of the choice to learn to die well. Give everything up at this hurdle. Obviously all your ambitions, but those very close relationships too, because if you don't, you will be held back by these people as the dying process continues. It is a question of giving up, giving up, giving up, giving up. Not everyone manages it, and they have a terribly difficult time, because there is this pull.
I think the creator needs to get a pop filter on the microphone. Not kinda off topic here, but
you then go into a new level of consciousness, non-dual consciousness. You don't have to be dying to go into it. But if you are dying, and doing it properly, then you will go into non-dual consciousness. You become a part of the universe. You will lose a lot of the characteristics you had as an individual. You lose your narrative self, that part that talks to you all the time. You become supremely happy, and you are just in the present, nothing else, no fear of what is coming. You are just there. You are now, in fact, not you. You're now part of a universal being, and this will go on until you actually die. I am in this state. I don't mind the dying process. I'm already part of what is. I am part of the universe.
Okay, we got credit for it. We're talking to this weird dude. Go to Diane. Let's get up to the map. Hit the button again. That door up there is gone. So I must have messed up whatever that challenge was. What's this door? Let's go. Let's see where this door leads. Making machines just to die so you can learn about death. That's kind of messed up. Thought I already played in Nier Automata, but a bump. So, one complaint I have about the game is that it does not have in-game volume controls. Alright, so we still have to do the Caves of I Am Not Here in the militarized zone. There's a zone in all caps, so it's extra zony and cappy. Gross Lycosa Amanir. I suppose we meet him in the Caves of Amanir and the Colonel in the militarized zone. And then maybe we find our loved ones. I'm going to say go over by the spidery thing over here. I think save right there for next time. So, till next time.